Chief Izzy Zephier, thank you very much. You are a very dear friend of mine. You and I met the first time here at the Kennedy Space Center back in February. And you've been someone who's been guiding me. I've asked you a lot of questions, and you never call them dumb questions. You always say, that's a great question. And you have a lot of wisdom, sir, and I'm really excited for you to meet my friends. So, the stage is yours.
Pidama, Dustin. Thank you. I'll be talking I'll particularly Nino Pidat. Yachona, Sugadexa Sapa, Mielo. Chantewash, Nape, Chiuzape. All my relatives. I am Chief Black Spotted Horse, and I shake your hand with a good heart. All my friends. This time is really good, and it's different in a way that listening to all the friends speaking, I can see all your journeys, and they're all the same. I know because I came down those same roads one time when I was younger. And everyone is looking for something. I really like the words of Robert Grant. I like the words of the rabbi. All the ones that spoke, you have some really good things in there that I liked. Rabbi kind of really connected. Because in my culture, my people, Lakota, who have really, well, everyone has the same teachings around the world. And one of the things that we were told, we have our creation stories, we have all those things. And one of the stories, original, that my uncles told me after I shared my vision, he said, in the spirit world, there's 4 horses. The black, red, yellow, and white. And the Creator sent the black horse first. And he brought the original instruction for mankind. And he said, this is how you're to live here. The red horse and the yellow horse came together. And they brought all the ceremony and a drum and a song for every nation. Every nation was given the same thing. And he was told not to fight, not to hurt each other, but to respect, honor each other, love one another. So the same laws were given to everyone on this planet. But man turned his back and went the other way into the material world. And if you look at man's journey now from the beginning, all that's ever been is wars, chaos, fighting, hate. Today the Creator is telling mankind to stop and come back to the original instruction. If man would have lived the original instruction from day one up to right now, then today we wouldn't need cars, we wouldn't need planes, we wouldn't need hospitals, we wouldn't need all these things that we depend on today. If we lived the original instruction from the beginning, we would have the same thing as our star relatives have. They did it, and they earned the right to travel the universe. But mankind trapped themselves here. And now, all this time, we're struggling to survive. And that's why we're supposed to work together and try to help each other. And you look around, it's all struggling. Everyone's trying to make something happen. All the efforts is trying to make it better. The teachings are there for everyone. The understandings are there for everyone. And my people, Lakota, in our way, we're watching everything. We're watching everyone around the world. Myself, I was telling my friend Jeff, my journey. I went to college, but I walked away. I went to college again, and I walked away. I went to junior college, but I walked away. I had a 4-point average all the way through. But I kept walking away because I didn't feel like I belonged there. There was something else for me. And it took me a while, but I found it. I found it up on a mountain. In our culture, we have a ceremony called Hamblecha. Hamblecha translated means to cry. And that's when we go up on a mountain for 4 days, 4 nights. No food, no water. And we ask the Creator, why am I here? What's my purpose here? And He tells us, He shows us. And once we find that, then we're to follow that and try to fulfill it, whatever it is. So I found mine. So my life isn't part of all these things. My life is to bring mankind together. My journey. For the last 40 years, I've been traveling, meeting all my friends around the world. And my purpose is to bring together all the spiritual teaching into one place. My friends in India, Tibet, Australia, South America, China, Africa, all my friends, they said, when you get that land that you're trying to get, we're going to all come and pray together. And the reason for the unity, in every culture, the Creator gave us the universal knowledge, the universe. But when all the changes happened, the indigenous people, all the way down the line to Peru, everyone was persecuted. Today, that's why I speak English. And that's why the next ones speak Spanish. Then the next ones speak Portuguese. But when that happened, all of our people, the knowledge that the Creator gave us, we hid it. We hid it. About 90% of that knowledge, we hid it. And we only use maybe 10% up to right now to survive. But we're in a time now of prophecy. And it's time to bring that old knowledge out from way back, and that knowledge is a universal knowledge. A lot of our people in Australia, the Aborigine tribes in South America, my friends in India, Tibet, we're talking about that now. Because we have to come together with that, bring that knowledge out, because we can help change things. We can help. They talk about climate change. We can change those things through that knowledge. There's many things that we can do, but we have to get together and start educating whoever, wherever, if we're to survive. And the way it works, my uncles always said to us, every tree that you see, every tree listens to me. every rock that you see listens to me. And all the time the wind comes to visit, the wind listens to me. And the eagle comes and sits with me and listens to me. And the buffalo, he comes and stands by me and listens to me. I know that because I've done it. And it's an awesome, beautiful thing. The Bigfoot come and sit with me. Told me many things. My star relatives come and visit me and tell me many things. So these connections are here for everyone, everybody. But you have to go for it. You have to put your whole being into it, to creation. It's all there for you. You'll be amazed of what it can do for you. It frees your mind from all the entrapments here in this life. It frees your spirit. It's like breaking out of prison. Like one of the friends here, Robert, he talked about freedom of speech, freedom of this and freedom of that. But those are the things that we're looking at. My people went through all of that too, and they're still going through it. I don't know if any of you heard the stories, but I don't want to go into those stories. But the important thing today is that my vision, I was told, he said, you are to find this piece of land in the Black Hills and prepare it for the people, because that's where they're going to come to survive in the end time. And that's what I've been doing for all these years, traveling and talking with all these leaders around the world, from India and Tibet, Australia, because they have the same teachings, they have the same instructions of the changes that are happening now and the changes that are coming still. And this knowledge is for us to learn and prepare for those changes. So I just want to share that much with you. And hopefully we'll meet again someday, somewhere, somehow. But I'll remember all of you. I'll remember you. Know that. So thank you for speaking. Thank you for listening. And know that I pray for all of you all the time. And that's what that little bundle on your table is. It's a Lakota prayer. Take that with you and know that I'm thinking about you all the time. Praying for your health, everything, your family, everything. Know that. I love all of you, so you take care.
Thank you very much, Chief Izzy. Thank you, Jeff.
I was going to tell you a joke, but maybe.
All right, we have time for one joke. I always have time to laugh.
All right. Okay. St. Peter was watching the pearly gates, and he was walking around there, and really hot. Pretty soon he had to go to the bathroom. Nobody around, but he's jumping around there, looking around, and getting worse. Just then he looked over his side there, and Jesus was playing basketball. And so St. Peter said, "Jesus, come here." So Jesus went over and said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Watch the gates for me. I got to go to the bathroom." He said, "All right, what do I got to do?" He said, "Well, just wait there. Somebody comes, check them out. Ask them their name, what they do on earth." Jesus said, "Okay, sounds easy." So St. Peter took off, and he's walking around there. And just then this old man came up to the gates, and Jesus went over. He said, "Good afternoon, sir." He said, "Good afternoon." He said, "I got to check you out." He said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "What's your name?" He said, "Joseph." And Jesus thinking, my dad's name was Joseph. I said, what'd you do on earth? He said, I was a carpenter. Really? He's thinking, my dad was a carpenter. He said, did you have any kids? He said, yeah. He said, how many? He said, I had one son. And Jesus getting excited. He said, did your son happen to have holes in his hands and his feet? And Joseph said, yeah. And Jesus all happy and grabbed him. He said, Daddy. And Joseph said, Pinocchio.